Hello farmers, welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agricultural business owners looking for ways to make profit from the agricultural business and also thinking of starting up an agri-business. So in my previous video, I talked about the things you need to know when you're storing egusi, the type of egusi that you're meant to store, and how you can determine what to store. So if you've not seen that video, make sure you check it out. Okay, so still on storage business, I want to talk about sun drying. Yes. In one of my videos, I think it's the agro processing and food packaging video, where I was talking about how you can get garlic, ginger, then you process it into powder form, then you mill it, you sieve it. If you've not seen that video, make sure you check out that video. It's important for those that want to go into processing and packaging. Okay, so today I want to talk about sun drying, how sun drying is important. So in that video, I talked about how you can get ginger and garlic, dried ginger and garlic. But some people are like, what if they get the fresh ginger and they sun dry it and they before they process it, before they mill it? Then how can they sun dry it? So I'm talking about sun drying. When it comes to storage, I do advise people or newbies to go for already dried produce. That's for ones that want to store dry produce. Go for the already dried ones. Also, if you are going into packaging, processing, I'll say go for the already dried ones, because the people that understand what it takes to sun dry, they are the ones that have gone through the process of sun drying. If you are a newbie and you want to start sun drying, maybe your egusi, your ogbono, your ginger, your garlic, your onions, you are going to fail woefully. This is beyond, okay, Shebi, let me just spread it outside. Let me just spread it outside. No. When it comes to sun drying of some certain commodities, there's room temperature sun drying, where they'll just spread inside room. There's one that they will sun dry. Okay, there's one that is air drying, sorry, the one they will spread inside room, and there's one that is thorough sun drying. So you need to understand this thing. And as a newbie, if you are not, in fact, as a newbie, I don't advise you to dry any commodity yourself. Get one that's already dry, because if you are not careful, you are going to get mold. Yes, I've tried storing ogbono in my house. You know, when you want to get your foodstuff in bulk, and I got ogbono. And let me tell you guys something, because they said, okay, you can sun dry ogbono. If you watch my video on ogbono storage business, you see where I talked about how you should bring it out often to sun dry it. I tried sun drying my ogbono and I saw that, oh God, this drying is not working. It started forming mold. After sun drying it and I bagged it back, I will see that it's forming mold. What is going on? I had to reach out to people that have been doing it for years, and they told me that even after sun drying it, I will still need it to cool a bit before I pack it, because if I pack it like that, the way it's hot, it will cause heat again and it will form mold. You know, that kind of a thing. I didn't know about it, so that's why I'm bringing it out here. It is important you dry whatever commodity you want to store very well. It is important, but I will not advise newbies to sun dry. I will advise you to go and get the already dried ones. The already dried ones is easy to spread outside, to spread in the air, to dry, to spread in the sun, to dry again to your own taste. But if you are getting fresh one and you want to sun dry it, you need to understand there are techniques to it. Like the one I just said, according to what I learned, if I just finish sun drying my ogbono, I'm not meant to bag it immediately the way it is hot. I'm still going to allow it to cool. Imagine drying something, you're still allowing it to cool again to bag it. I didn't know this until I failed woefully. Okay, so there are things you need to know. Also, another thing I want you to take note is sun drying commodities reduce the quantity of that commodity. Yes, so if you are getting 1 pint or 2 pints of ogbono that you want to store, maybe fresh ogbono, fresh ginger that you want to store, by the time you are done sun drying that ginger to the taste, for it to be very, very dried, you will notice that your 1 pint or your 2 pints is becoming 1.5 or 1 pint, and your 1 pint is becoming half pint, because the quantity or the texture has shrunk and it will reduce. Okay, so that's why I do advise you, if you want to get anything for storage, make sure you get properly dried. If you check out all my storage videos, you see I keep on mentioning, get the ones that are properly dried, not the one that you have to start stressing yourself to start drying, because you might get it wrong, you might flop. Okay, and another thing I want to make to say in this video is, if your commodity is well dried, or let's say the one you're getting from the market, you are sure that it is dried, always double check. Yes, always double check. Still sun dry. Like now we are going into the harmattan season, so we have a lot of sun, we have a lot of cool air to dry it. So if you have some things in your warehouse or some things that you've stored, this is the right time to sun dry it again. Check them to prevent them from mold and the rest. sun dry it thoroughly. Even though you know that it has been well dried, still double check it. Okay, so this is the thing I need to call your attention to when it comes to storage. Sun drying is very, very important when it comes to storage, and sun drying is done by experts. Yes, there are people in this field that are expert. They already know how this is done, so leave it for them. If you're getting any commodity that you want to store that needs maybe drying, go for the already dried ones, then you can sun dry it yourself. Don't buy fresh ones. Okay, so for people that are asking me in that video, should I get what if I get fresh ginger? Don't get fresh ginger. Go to the market, they sell already dried ginger almost at the same price with the fresh ginger, or just a little bit different. Buy the dried ginger that you know that is thoroughly dried, then you dry mill it, then you package it. Okay, so that is it for sun drying today. I hope you got value. Please, if you have any commodity or any produce in your warehouse that you've stored, go and start sun drying them. Now, especially those that stored egusi, those that stored ogbono, those that stored okpa, please go and check it right now. And for those that are storing onions, this is the best time for you to sun dry your onions properly, so that they can, you know, be well dried. They will not spoil for you. Also, after you have done drying them in the sun, allow them to cool off a bit before you bag them, so that the heat will not make them to be moist again. All right, that's what I said I should bring to the channel, because as I learn, I bring to the channel for us to learn. You know, we learn every day. I hope you got value. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video.